All right, folks, what's happening? This one is not about doing online music. This one is about a Plus 4 that I found, in the basement of my mother's house like 35 years after I've last used it. And I just turned it on, and surprisingly, it worked. So that was funny. And I thought, okay, let's move this machine over to a modern game box, right? And have an SD card attached to it so that we can basically launch games and then play the games that I've played in my childhood. It took quite a research on the web, but there are tools out there to do this, and it just works great. So let's give it a go. Here we are. First of all, you might want to look up on Wikipedia what the Commodore Plus 4 is. There's another version of this computer called the C16 or the C116. Just check them out as well. That one was the largest with respect to memory, but it was actually quite nice, and you can basically take it everywhere like a laptop. So here we go. The first thing that you need is sort of SCART to HDMI. So you want to convert the output that this box gives you, right? Because we don't have the old CRT tubes anymore. We have modern like HDMI monitors. So you want to connect this one to your HDMI monitor. So you need sort of converter here. You can get these for like 20 to 40 bucks, depending on how much you want to invest. That one's particularly nice because it offers you the possibility to also have the audio routed out there. So you could actually have the audio of the Plus 4 then on your studio monitors or on your, Bluetooth boxes or wherever you want to go. This is quite nice. The next thing you might want to have to use this as well in your OBS. So if you want to record some videos, do some playing videos, you can actually then convert the HDMI signal that you will get into a computer usable video stream, and the adapter for it is just like 15 bucks. So this is what I was using to create my scene in OBS Studio to record this video. You will see it in a second when I switch over the scene to the Plus 4. What you also might want to look for is a cable. Okay, you will need an IEC serial cable to hook up the SD to IC controller that will convert the SD card to a floppy drive for the Plus 4. And this module is shown here. So this is the module that I have. So just plug in your SD card, you format it with FAT32. You plug in your cable, you put the other end of the cable into your Plus 4, you put in some 5 volts from a USB power supply, and off you go. And this is how the module looks, right? You will see some error LED, some busy LED, some previous and next, and then here you connect actually your cable. You can set the device number, so you usually default is 8, so you can also use 9 or 10 or 11 with these kind of dip switches. And there's a button C64 reset. I have never pressed it with the Plus 4, so don't try it. If you press this button, it will just reset the module. Okay, the first thing you might want to do is actually put the module up to a decent firmware if you buy it. So you see the module is around like 50 euros, something like $53. And you will go to sd2ic.de and you will get the current binaries down here. You just download them and put them into the root directory of your SD card, and once the module turns up for the first time, it will pick the right binary, because there are plenty. I will show them to you in a second. It will pick the right binary automatically and update itself. That's all you need to do. Then this thing works like a floppy drive. Then obviously you need some games, right? There's a project that a guy has started back in the days, 2009, that was called Plus 4 game project for SD2IC, but this file is not available anymore. So I went to Google and just put in the Plus 420 RAR, and I found a Hungarian page where you can still download it. So that's the URL of the page, right? And if you click here, you can download the RAR, untar it with 7-zip or something, and then put all the files onto your SD card, obviously. That's all you need to go for, and then you have a nice Plus 4 gaming machine. So let's switch over to the Plus 4 itself. You can see here, that's the box, right? I'm live, and with this HDMI to USB converter, I'm actually recording the output of my Plus 4, which is very nice. Shift clear screen will clear the screen. Now if I press the F3 button on a Plus 4, it will do the directory. And as you can see, it shows SD2IC. It has a directory for every letter in the alphabet, so all the games are sorted basically. And there's a loader that will help you find the right game. The loader is called fb16.prg. So if you do a load, fb16.prg, 8,1, it will load loader. What you can also see here is the basically the binary files. So you wouldn't load these with a Plus 4, right? These are the binary files for the SD2IC. It will pick the right one. As I told you, once you've updated the firmware, you can also delete these again, right? You don't need them because they will mess up your directory structure here. I just wanted to show them for the sake of completeness. Once you have loaded the FB loader, you can just start it with the run. I just typed run on my Mac keyboard, funny. And there you are. If you press the S button, it will sort everything in an alphabetical order. And there you go. Now you can actually go in here and choose the game that you would like to play. For example, let's go for A. Then we will load the directory and all the contents in there. There we are. And then just take the first game, Artwork. Hope that it works. I've never tried it. But it takes some time to load, obviously. So the serial interface of the Plus 4 hasn't been the fastest on earth, right? There have been sort of fast loaders available, but be careful. Usually the fast loaders use the 6502 CPU in the floppy drive, which isn't available in the SD2IC, right? So it will actually mess up. It won't work with most of the fast loaders available. Some of them work. I think Jiffy DOS works, and others you can check on the respective SD2IC page. But you can see Artwork is there. I can press fire, and here we go. That's my gaming machine, right? And I can collect the ants. Nice, isn't it? So you can actually play all the favorite games that you played in your childhood for like 100 or 80 bucks. It really depends on how much you want to spend with your original box, if you still have it. So I was lucky that I could still find the box and that it was still working, obviously. So most of the time the TET chip blows up and you can't use it anymore, and it's hard to get a TET chip for a Plus 4. So make sure that you don't touch anything, because any interference will render the TET chip damaged and you're stuffed, right? So everything will be not usable anymore. All right, so that was basically everything I wanted to show you. Great stuff. I really like the experience that I have here. Okay, take care, and yeah, put some notes into the comment section if you like that, or if you have some additional questions. Okay, see you.